No, it can't be. How did you get that many views?
How did we, Kronk?
Well, you got me. By all accounts, it doesn't make sense.
Oh well, back to business.
Howdy friendos, my name is Stuart and welcome to the Kronk video. God help us all. If you guys somehow missed my Cusco video, I promised this if we met all of these requirements. And you guys managed to hit pretty much most of them incredibly quickly just on sheer enthusiasm of will, much to my dismay. If you guys are unaware, Kronk is the loyal henchman of the mad scientist slash evil bureaucrat named Llama. He's a big dumb himbo and is voiced by the incredible Patrick Warburton. I don't even think I said that right, but those are the only two things we really know about him, other than he's a fantastic cook and he can talk to squirrels, and he's apparently Jewish. Since he's absolutely loyal to Llama, even though she gets fired very early in the first video, I think we can safely call this guy lawful neutral to start the films. I mean, he has his own little moral quandaries with the angel and the devil on his shoulder, so I don't think he's either good or evil. I think he just struggles in between them, I guess. This might actually be the shortest introduction I've ever done. I mean, I really like Emperor's New Groove. You're gonna find out I don't like Kronk's New Groove, so let's go, I guess.
Hi, my name's Taiju. I'm just a plain average guy like you. 6 foot 3 inches tall, defined jaw and muscular build with slight jockish tendencies. Oh, and a soft spot for small woodland critters. Yeah, I also know a great girl who I'm about to profess my true feelings to. She's got gorgeous eyes, man. I tell you, I'll just stare into them and then realize this whole show's a wash!
So, who's in my chair?
Oh, I know.
Kronk is supportive of Llama and is polite to Cusco, even though she's being fired and Cusco is treating Kronk like he's an idiot. Neutral, I guess.
Oh yeah, everything was going my way.
Kronk is helping Llama through her early retirement in non-violent ways. It isn't until a slip of the tongue that he inspires her to seek violent methods like assassination. Kronk doesn't promote violence, but he does go along with Llama's plan anyway, so neutral, I guess?
Pull the lever, Kronk.
Llama and Kronk enact their murder plot for Cusco. Cusco's murder plot, the plot to murder Cusco. Right. Kronk is excited for his cooking and mixes up the poison. He doesn't actively tell Llama of his screw-ups until the last minute, and he does try to salvage the plan in his own unique way. So I'm just going to say lawful evil.
Isn't poison?
After dessert and coffee, as per Kronk's request, Kronk tries to dispose of Cusco's body in the river. During this, Kronk has a crisis of morality with his conversation with his shoulder angel and devil. Kronk then goes and saves Cusco, in the process losing him to Pacha. Chaotic good. Llama and Kronk deceive the kingdom into thinking Cusco is dead and usurping power. They do hold a funeral, but immediately get to work on Llama's control. Lawful neutral. Lawful neutral to Llama specifically.
He's dead, right?
As Llama and Kronk try to find Cusco, Kronk reveals that he can speak to squirrels. He does translate for the squirrel where Cusco is, but asks Llama to respect the squirrel's wishes, and even admits how hard it is to work for her to the squirrel. Lawful good?
You got all that, honey?
3 oinkers wearing pants, plate of hot air, basket of grandma's breakfast, and change the bull to a gill. Got it.
Kronk comes to stop for a bite and tries to comfort Llama. When the chef quits, Kronk immediately picks up the slack and begins working on the orders for everyone, including a disguised Cusco and Pacha. Lawful good, I think.
Hey, I'm Anthony. I'm the editor. Just wanted to take a moment here to tell you guys this is a really cool thing Kronk is doing, because I have worked at restaurants before, and when an employee leaves without saying a word, the rest of us have to pick up the slack. So Kronk is being the best boy right now, helping a diner during rush hour without any thought of getting a reward. All right, just wanted to let you know that. Back to editing.
Oh, yeah. It's all coming together.
Kronk realizes it's all coming together. Kronk leads Llama to Pacha after recognizing him from the palace. They lie to Pacha's family to find Cusco. Kronk is having more fun than Llama as he's playing with them, so I'm just going to call all this neutral.
94 monkeys to go. Don't you mean or?
Kronk reminds Llama not to kill Pacha's family with her ultimatum. After she falls into their trap, Kronk is polite with the family before rescuing Llama. He can't wait for the family reunion in the next movie, next time. It's a race to the palace, with Kuzco and Pacha helping each other out while Yzma and Kronk get struck by a lightning bolt. Lawful neutral.
I know. It's called a cruel irony, like my dependence on you.
After Yzma does a kill order, Kronk is hesitant to kill Kuzco and Pacha. Yzma berates Kronk after he tries to talk this out with his shoulder angel and devil. In an act of open defiance, Kronk tries to stop Yzma with a chandelier. It fails, but it's the thought that counts. Chaotic good.
That usually works.
And so does this.
Should have seen that coming.
Kronk retires from being Yzma's flunky. Him stopping Yzma in the climax was unintentional, so there's not really a character ding there, but Kronk opts to focus on being a troop leader and a chef, and even teaching the kitten Yzma how to talk to squirrels. So let's just give this all a good lawful good.
I'm so proud of you guys.
Oh, Kronk's new groove. So this movie is told in a semi-confusing order where things nebulously happen at some point after another. Kronk is now working full-time as a chef, delivery boy, and a junior chipmunk scout leader. He's staying out of trouble and just living his life. Neutral. Kronk volunteers his services at the old folks' home serving food. He doesn't try and take money from the old folks like Rudy, the acquitted groove upsetter. He only accepts the money after the old folks insist that it could be used for his new home. Neutral good. After finding a coin on the ground, he does try to ask for the rightful owner before taking it. Granted, it's a trap from Yzma, but he's trying not to steal, so neutral good. Kronk and Yzma meet up after the end of the last movie. Kronk immediately believes Yzma after she says she's turned over a new leaf and wants to help the old folks. Kronk does object to Yzma's youth potions on the grounds of it costing money, and he only budges as Yzma reminds him of getting a new home as a status symbol to his father. Let's just say neutral good. Kronk then buys and bulldozes the old folks' home after it's up for sale. He splurges it on expenses for himself and to impress his father, and also to spoil himself. So, neutral, really.
You're, not wearing any clothes.
After Rudy tells Kronk the old folks have sold their home, clothes, and more to Yzma, Kronk originally spots Rudy a potion before realizing that he's been tricked. He then goes to reveal the truth to everyone and stops Yzma's schemes. Lawful good. After stopping Yzma, Kronk decided to give his home to the old folks, even though he had already achieved a goal to impress Poppy. Neutral good. At some point, before, after, who knows, Kronk is leading his Squirrel Scouts in some games. He does insist to everyone to just have fun, even at the risk of losing the competition. Neutral good.
Blink if you can hear me.
She was a vision.
Kronk accidentally upsets Birdwell, this lady here, and breaks the rules, though Birdwell is motivated in retaliation, and then loses a round in the games. Kronk then becomes serious and motivated because his scouts are sad that they lost. Lawful neutral. Kronk then becomes too heated and gives his scouts bad advice after he and Birdwell are tied. He insists his team has to win and not have fun. He's pushing them to extremes to where they're no longer having fun, so just lawful evil. After seeing his troops tired and upset, Kronk blindly sees this as Birdwell's fault and goes to pick a fight. Though he is justified in his anger, she steals Kronk's eggs. You know, Kronk's eggs. The egg specifically for Kronk. Kronk's eggs. He is not justified when he basically tries to assault her with a broom, though. Chaotic evil.
We could bake beautiful bread together.
Get out your oven mitts.
They do that thing where they make up through a bread baking innuendo. As you do, I guess. Neutral good. After discovering Tito, Pacha's son and one of the scouts, cheated to win, Kronk tries to save Birdwell and the others from the itching powder. He takes the blame and Birdwell and her troop leave. I'm not sure if Kronk is disqualified or if he won, but he does loses his OTP for owning up to it, so lawful good, I guess.
I've come to deliver you this urgent llamagram.
Kronk then continues his duties at the restaurant until he receives a letter from his father, Poppy, about the girl and the home from his letters. Kronk immediately freaks out and tries to run before telling Mata, the waitress, about the events of the movie, backing up orders. I'm just going to give this a chaotic neutral.
I had to ask.
Despite Macha's advice to tell the truth, Kronk goes to Pacha and his family to try not to disappoint his poppy. He then asks Chicha, I think I'm saying that name right, and the family to lie for him so that he can keep this charade up. This backfires immediately, chaotic neutral. After Pacha, Tito, Rudy, and the old folks and the scouts and Cusco come to help Kronk, Kronk eventually admits to his father that he no longer has a house or a family. He remains firm but manages to get his father's thumbs up, and Birdwell comes back for telling the truth? What? Lawful good? So, I don't know if it's clear, but I really like Kronk. What I hate, though, is Kronk's new groove. It is a painful, hard-to-sit-through movie because, well, it doesn't drive Kronk into any interesting decisions, and he reacts in a way that's just kind of boring for him to react. Oh, what's that? He's a fun guy at work? Cool. What's that? He wants to impress his dad? Okay. What's that? We bring back Yzma to where she runs him through an MLM scan? Okay. What's that? He gets a girlfriend and ruins a Cub Scout competition? Why did we go here? Oh, right, the dad thing. Oh, right, yeah, the dad thing. Wait, he still gets the girl in the end? What is this? Seriously, Kronk's new groove is a wasted time, because Kronk is just a funny henchman character who does his best when he's bouncing off another more serious character. They actually had to bring Yzma back into this movie just to waste 20 minutes of our time because they couldn't figure out more interesting things to do with Kronk. Kronk is fine, just let him be a good henchman. In fact, the character is kind of groundbreaking for that. I know Kronk wasn't the first good guy henchman, but I'm pretty sure he's one that's inspired dozens of others. Anyway, there you guys are. I made a Kronk video. Special thank you to our editor, Anthony, for doing a lot of the heavy lifting in this video, and thank you to our assistant writer, CinemafreakX, for helping me get through the second film. Be ready for another MCU video next week. I'm thinking either the Loki variants or finally tackling Thanos. Honestly not sure on that one. But anyway, thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time.